Power is a fundamental aspect of leadership, shaping how leaders influence, motivate, and guide their teams. Understanding the sources and types of power can illuminate how effective leadership operates and how leaders can harness power to achieve organizational goals. This article explores the various sources of leader power, a taxonomy of social power, and the specific types of power, including expert power, referent power, legislative power, reward power, and coercive power. Sources of leader power. A leader's power comes from both their own attributes and their recognition given by followers. Environmental factors like the arrangement of office furniture can significantly impact perception of power. For example, J. Edgar Hoover's office was designed to enhance his authority, with Ehrlichman experiencing Hoover's dominance through a deliberate arrangement of space and seating. Similarly, the shape of meeting tables influences power dynamics. Those at the ends of rectangular tables often have more power, while circular tables promote equality. Taxonomy of social power. A taxonomy of social power categorizes the various ways power can be exercised within social interactions. French and Raven's classic framework identifies 5 types of power, each influencing leadership dynamics differently. The first one, expert power. As mentioned, this is rooted in specialized knowledge or skills. Leaders with expert power are perceived as authoritative and are often trusted to make informed decisions. Second, referent power. This is based on personal traits and relationships. Leaders with high referent power are those who build strong positive connections and who inspire loyalty and admiration. The third one, legitimate power. This power is associated with a formal position within the hierarchy. It grants leaders an authority to make decisions and direct others within the scope of responsibility. The fourth, reward power. Leaders wield this power by offering benefits or incentives to influence behavior. It's effective in motivating employees but must be managed carefully to avoid perceptions of favoritism. And the last one is coercive power. This involves the use of threats or punishment to influence compliance. While it can enforce rules and standards, it often risks creating fear or resentment if overused.
French and Raven's power taxonomy. French and Raven's power taxonomy emphasizes that no single base of power is universally best for leaders. The effectiveness of a power base depends on the specific situation, such as whether a group is facing a crisis. Research generally suggests that leaders who primarily use different and expert power tend to have more motivated, satisfied, and better performing subordinates. And this is the four of it. The first one, effective leaders utilize all their power sources selectively, depending on their goals and the situation. The second, reciprocal influence between leaders and followers is crucial for organizational effectiveness. The third, leaders differ in how much they share power with subordinates. Some view power as fixed resource, while others see it as expendable. The fourth, effective leaders work to strengthen their power bases or become more willing to use coercive power when necessary. Leader motive. The role of individual motivation in leadership, particularly focusing on the need for power, as described by McClellan. Individuals with a high need for power gain satisfaction from influencing others and often seek positions where they can exert control. This need for power can manifest in 2 ways. First, personalized power, which is self-serving and impulsive. The second, socialized power, which is more mature and oriented towards benefiting the organization or others. The sixth component of it, maintaining relationship with authority, seeking recognition, being assertive, influencing subordinates, maintaining psychological distance from followers, handling administrative tasks.
So the next one is influence tactic. Influence tactics are the actual behaviors used by the agent to change the attitudes, opinions, or behavior of a target person. Kipnis and his associates accomplished much of the early work on the types of influence tactic one person used to influence another. So here is the types of influence tactic. The first one is consultation involves seeking input from others in planning, which can enhance commitment and improve outcomes, as seen when a minister formed a committee to design a church addition. The second one is ingratiation, is about making someone feel good before making a request, like a salesperson fairly chatters before a sale. And then the third one is personal appeal, involve asking for a favor based on friendship, while exchange involve reciprocal favors, such as pollution, agreeing to support each other's bills. Number 5 is pressure tactics, involve threats or persistent reminder to influence, such as a judge warning a confident prisoner about the consequence of reoffending. And then the sixth one is legitimizing tactics, rely on one's authority or position to make a request, like a principal asking a teacher to join a committee based on their role. Research shows that influence tactics vary widely across different contexts, business, family, and personal relationships, highlighting that people often resort to hack tactics when they have a power advantage and other methods fail. This universal tendency underscores how power dynamics shape that strategies used to influence others.
Betul.
Our overall conclusion that power is the capacity to exert influence, while influence tactics are behavior used to change other attitudes and behavior. Leaders can enhance their effectiveness by understanding their basis of power and reflecting on their need for power and motivation to manage. Subordinates can also influence leaders and resist their attempt. Effective leadership involves enhancing personal contribution and avoiding in-group and out-group rivalries. Power is meaningless unless exercised through influence tactics, which should build others up rather than tear them down. Leaders should carefully consider their real need before using a tactic to avoid process and legitimizing tactic. Mastery influence tactic that boosts followers' self-esteem and confidence is crucial for effective leadership. And that's all from our group. Thank you so much for your attention.